Hello, 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 hello.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Your video is not visible. Okay, let me share the content with you. We have seen up to sporulation yesterday, isn't it?
Yeah,
The day before yesterday, not yesterday.
day before yesterday, yes.
For yesterday, my system wasn't working at all. 3, 4 days. Till that time, we need to. I hope you are able to see the screen now.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Fine. So up to sporulation, we have seen, isn't it? And I
Yeah.
asked you to share the notes, take a like snap of the notes, whatever you have
Oh,
written, and share with
no,
me.
ma'am, I lost it. I did. Okay, I will.
Okay, fine. So the next part of the means next type of the reproduction is the vegetative propagation in a plants. So vegetative propagation is takes place only in a plants. It's not happen in the
Yeah, I
animals.
was about to ask you that.
Animals, it's a yes, it's like regeneration in animals most probably. But then in plants, vegetative propagation is happens. It's a asexual kind of reproduction. What happened on the seed? Fine. A number of perennial plants propagate vegetatively in nature. Perennial means what?
I was going to ask you that.
Perennial means like the plants which have a distinct organs, like root, stem, leaves, right?
The plants which don't have distinct ones?
And that will be bryophytes, pteridophytes, halophytes. I already told you, like hydra.
Yeah.
Yeah. So perennial plants propagate
Hello?
and yeah, what happened?
Ma'am, your voice is breaking, so just seeing if you could hear me.
Now, am I audible
You're still
properly now,
breaking.
or still you're not able to hear me?
No, ma'am, you're
Still
still
it is
breaking.
breaking.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see my network. Oh my God. Range is, I have full range, I guess. Gone or what? Now, let me see whether it's work here or what. ऊपर रख जरा देख कहाँ आता है? देख मेरे को आता है। अच्छा, okay, am I audible now?
Yeah.
Quite okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, fine. Now see what is given here. In these methods, vegetative propagation, somatic parts means same kind of parts.
Okay.
Soma means same. Okay.
Hmm.
Of a plant develop into new plants under the suitable conditions. Okay. Vegetative
Okay.
propagation is of two types. First is a natural and another is a artificial.
Ma'am,
Right?
vegetative propagation is like occurs in potatoes and all that, right? Like if you take a potato and if you leave it for a while, roots grow out of it.
Yes. If you take a leaf, it will generate a new leaf. Right?
Yeah.
If you take, it will
And it's
generate.
faster than normal reproduction, right?
It's a faster than that of the normal reproduction, and it is really very useful to take a proper yield of the crop. Means farmers most of the time use these techniques, vegetative propagation in the field.
Yeah,
Okay,
ma'am, it's even in the rose, right? If you take the stem of a rose, it'll grow again.
yeah, true.
And
Understand?
then I read about this in the NCERT. I think this only, there's something called layering as a process.
You said, come again.
Layering. Layering.
Layering, yes, layering.
What is that?
Not only layering is there, budding is there. Then apart from that, layering means layer one another, like two plants can be merged together, same of two
Oh,
different plants.
like two different stems and they merge and they form a hybrid one.
Yes, even you might have learned about the different colors of flowers, right?
Yeah,
We know about the red rose, but then rose can be of any color nowadays.
yeah.
So that is due to the like merging of two different plants with each other. Understanding? So
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
a part of botany. Understand?
Yeah.
Called as a layering, cultivation, then like artificial vegetative propagation we are going to see, that is a part, that is a part of that kind of things, that layering and then budding
Hmm.
things I told you, it will come under artificial vegetative propagation, and then
Okay.
naturally it happens by itself. Okay. Now
Okay.
see in here, fine. In this natural vegetative propagation, it is done by following means. What are the following means? See, first one, by roots. Okay. And this what happened? God, your screen, huh? Fine. Roots of some plants develop adventitious buds.
What are adventitious? What does that mean?
Yes, buds means like extra buds. Roots, it doesn't need it, but then it has been grown. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm. So which grows from new plants? Sorry, which grow to form a new plants means roots are there. These are the roots, right? They will
Yeah.
form buds, and these buds will be lead to form a new plants. Okay.
So a plant in a plant.
Yes. Means like budding system we have seen in
Yeah.
earlier, and even the hydra, I guess. The same thing will be happen in a vegetative reproduction, the propagation, but then it takes place in the root. Okay. And if it is,
Okay.
and what happened, which type of birds occur in that? Adventitious birds. Okay. Example, they are given Dalbergia, okay,
Or
Shisam.
shisha.
He called it Sisham. Okay, Gawa, sweet potato, then Dahlia and Aspergus. These are the examples in which from a root, bird is on a root, bird is occur, and from that bird, new plant has been generated. So this is a natural reproduction. Okay, natural vegetative propagation, and it
Ma'am,
happens.
how exactly will that work then if we're suppose we're planting a like dahlia plant? So then it'll
We
flower
are
and
not
everything as usual, but then there's gonna be a plant inside the roots. So how does that work?
your question. Can you
Hello?
Your voice was breaking.
So is yours, ma'am?
Okay, can you please repeat your question?
Ma'am, in this they give an example of dahlia plant, right? So like if you plant a dahlia plant, it'll flower and everything, the shoot will come up like normal. But then you're saying that there will be some buds inside the roots. W- How do you
Hmm.
exactly vegetative propagation that? Like, do you remove the buds and plant them again, or you remove the entire plant and the plants will be on the buds anyway?
No, 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 no. So your mind is going in a different way. It's not happen in that way. In Dahlia plant also roots are spread under the soil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In Dahlia plant. Now these roots again develop a buds in a dahlia plant. Okay.
Yeah.
And naturally it will, once it will be mature in a favorable condition, it detach from the plant and it start growing separately, and it will generate
Oh,
plant. It will not done manually, and hence it is natural vegetative propagation.
okay.
Understanding?
Yeah. But
Okay.
then
It
ma'am, there is this factors which affect the growth of plant, and one of them which is be like close spacing, right? They'll fight for the nutrients and everything. If the
Yes.
bud detaches, won't it just stay end up really close to the parent plant?
Unless it won't mature, it will be depend on the parent plant. But in
No, but
once
then when it matures and when it gets detached from the parent plant, won't it stay very close? Like it'll only detach to a small amount of.
in a vicinity nearby, it will be nearby of the original plant. You might have seen like this one potato plants will be generate from one potato, number of potato plants would be generate. It happens due
Yeah.
to itself. And if you want to plant a potato plant, you need not to merge entire potato in the soil. What you have to do, you just have to cut a bud, and that bud, if you enter in the soil, from that bud, new potato plant would be rise.
Then
Understanding?
how do the seeds disperse? Like if it's a shoot, then it'll go through air or water or any of those. But
All
inside the
nutrients
soil,
of it here,
hmm?
right? Mineral, water, moisture, air, nutrients, whatever is required, that all things are available in the soil. So it
Yeah,
absorbs from
Mama, how does it get dispersed? How does it travel from that one place to another? You said it disperses into vicinity, right?
in plant. Number of tissues are there, cells are there, cells
Hmm.
are number of tissues, and those tissues like travel these kind of material, whatever essential material, absorb from the soil and provide to the plant.
No, that's not my question.
What is your question then?
Ma'am, I'm saying you said that in vegetative propagation, the buds of the dahlia will disperse, right, in a vicinity
Yes.
inside the soil.
Yeah.
How do they disperse exactly? Because for normal plants, the shoot, the seeds on the shoot and all that, the pollen and everything, they get carried by air and all, right? So
So
in the soil, how do they disperse?
your question is about the dispersion, right?
Mm.
I'll let you know what happened exactly. Suppose this is your original plant for the root of the original plant. Okay,
Okay.
this will be the bud on it. This is a bud. Okay,
Okay.
and this is your original plant's root.
Okay.
So what happened once this bird get mature and it is capable enough to grow by itself? It
Mm-hmm.
it will secrete a kind of acid or a kind of chemical here.
Okay.
So due to that chemical, you might have heard about the abscisic acid, which is
Yeah, abscisic acid.
abscisic acid is essential for what? For the wilting of leaves,
Yeah, to
right?
prevent growth. It's
Yeah, yeah.
an inhibitor.
Shedding of the leaves will be takes place because of because of that to like restore the nutrition, right? That kind of
Yeah.
chemicals are present in the roots as well of the
Okay.
plants. Okay, so those chemicals will be secreted at the end of this bud, and because of that, this part is completely burned and it get detached. This is a process
Okay.
actually happens. So once it will be detached, it will be fall somewhere near vicinity, nearby. Okay, and it plant itself. If condition is favorable, it will grow. If condition is not favorable, it will lie in the earth as it is, in the soil as it is. Once it
Oh,
get proper favorable condition, then it start growing. Understanding?
okay.
So this is a
Okay.
process of natural vegetative propagation.
Okay.
Anything else? Now you understand dispersion, how it
Yeah,
happens.
I understood.
It is because of the chemicals which are present. Enzyme, we have spoke about enzymes
Yeah,
yesterday.
abscisic acid. Yeah.
We have discussed about enzymes, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the enzymes are responsible to detach the buds.
Okay.
Those enzymes send a chemical messages,
Yeah.
and because of that, what happened? It get detached because it's not mature. Nutrition is can be. It is not depend on the parent anymore, and it get detached and plant itself. Things that happen in this manner. Clear?
Yeah.
Fine. Now we are going to see this. This was an example for root. Okay,
Hmm.
diagram is there in front of you. Now we are going to see about the stem. See what is given here. So stem, there are the two types of stems, right? Underground
Hmm.
and the tubers. Okay. So about underground stem, what is given? Different types of underground stem structures bearing a few buds take part in the vegetative propagation. Some examples are given below. What are underground stem? Potato.
Hmm.
Correct. So about tubers, what they gave? Potato are vegetatively propagated by tubers. These have buds or eyes over their nodes. The birds produce new planties, plantlets,
Plantlet.
sapling we can say, plantlets, when a stem tuber or the part of having an eye is placed in the soil. That's what I
Yeah.
said. If you just remove that eye and if you immerse it into the soil, it will grow as a new plant.
But ma'am, how do those eyes or buds even form in the first place?
At the first place, how it is formed.
Yeah, like, okay, you get a normal potato without any eyes or buds or anything. How do those buds form?
Those birds are formed naturally. It's a natural process, beta.
Oh,
Because nutrition is present in the plant itself, right? Potato is a material of starch,
yeah.
right? So nutrition is already present in a potato itself. It need not to ask for the soil. Then if any extra material is required for that reason, it will take like absorb it from the soil and it will form those buds.
Okay.
I'll explain you that process as well if I get any clarity about it. But then I'm still not aware about this process and I don't want to give any false knowledge to you. Whatever I
Okay.
know, I'll go through it and I'll let you know by tomorrow. Your
Sure,
question,
ma'am.
how the birds or how the eyes are formed on a potato, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so this knowledge I'll give you by tomorrow. Fine?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. See here now. By leaves, what they said, leaves of many plants have the adventitious birds and help in a vegetative propagation. Ex-
Cryophyllum.
yeah, examples are given that begonia, then bryophyllum, that is bryophyta kind of plants. I
Mhm.
told you about.
Yeah.
Senfulia, etc. The leaf birds fall on the soil and develop into the new plants. And these all are naturally occur, and hence it is naturally. These are what natural vegetative propagation. Artificial are what that are
Okay.
like. First of all, you like see this.
Ma'am, I have a
This is the
small
phylum.
this. Ma'am,
This
could
is
you send that flow?
sorry.
Ma'am, the flowchart for the kingdom of animals and plants and everything.
Yeah, you should remind me. I don't know how it escaped from my mind. Wait a minute. If it is available on a net, immediately I'll share with you. Okay, just give me a minute.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, you're muted.
Check this. Are you able to see now?
Yeah.
Fine. So few things will be clarified by this. It's related to just unicellular, even the like kingdom animalia and all, everything has been covered, but then not all. One more chart I'll share with you, which cover up entire animal, okay? Entire organisms. We are just few are there, okay? Now living organisms
Okay.
been classified as the prokaryotes and eukaryotes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So prokaryotes are not that definite cells, means like these are not well organized organism,
They
whereas
don't have a nucleus, right?
yeah, and eukaryotes, which are properly developed, well-developed organisms. Okay. So
Yeah.
prokaryotes include the kingdom Monera. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It has the examples. Okay. That are what I guess this one is paramecium is taken sleeper kind of animal.
Yeah, but ma'am, I thought paramecium was well defined.
Not well defined. It won't be in eukaryotes.
Okay.
Okay. Then eukaryotes are again classified as a unicellular and the multicellular. In unicellular kingdom, Protista will comes. Okay. Then multicellular
Mm-hmm.
are classified as those with cell walls and those without cell walls. With cell walls, they are autotrophs and the heterotrophs, right?
Yeah.
And without cell walls will be animals, and hence will be kingdom Animalia. Okay. And with cell walls would be what? Autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotroph will be kingdom Plantae, and heterotrophs will be kingdom Fungi or fungi, right? So
Yeah.
now these kingdoms are further classified. Now, Monera, Protista, you clear about it? What are the Monera and Protista?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are the unicellular organisms which are not well defined, whereas Protista are again unicellular organisms that are well
Well.
defined. Understanding? Now
Yeah.
about Plantae, fungi, and the Animalia. It's been also clear. Understanding that these are the
Yes.
multicellular organism eukaryotes, right? And
Yeah.
I'll give classification of these all kingdoms as well: Monera, Protista, then Plantae, fungi, and Animalia. It will be sub classified as a phylums. Phylums are again classified as a class. Class is further classified as a species, and species is again classified as a genus.
Oh my God.
Understanding? So the name is that what? Homo sapien, right?
Yeah, Homo sapiens. Yeah.
Isn't it? Homo sapiens. Ho, the name is written like how? Homo sapiens. In that, Homo is what your species, and sapien is what? Genus. In that way. Do you
Yes,
know the
ma'am.
name of ginger? Gingiber officinalis.
Sorry?
So is a Gingiber officinalis. I couldn't spell it correctly, so I'm not going to write it now. But then Gingiber officinalis. So gingiber would be what? It's a species, and officinalis is a genus. Okay.
Oh.
So the name, botanical name of the plants, botanical name of the animals will be a part of classification. Understanding?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cat and your tiger will be from same species, and
Yeah,
hence
they're
you
siblings.
might have aware like that. Hence we can call the cat is a aunt of tiger, kind of,
Yes, ma'am.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Fine. I hope you're clear about.
Yes, ma'am.
So entire chart I'll send you the entire mechanism and how it's been classified as a kingdom.
Yeah.
I'll share.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So the next part is artificial vegetative propagation. See what is given. Okay. See this layering, the one which I've said. First one is, I guess, budding. It would be cutting,
Cutting.
layering, then grafting. Okay, grafting. See
Mm-hmm.
this is the grafting.
Yeah, this one.
Hmm. So these three things we are going to see about the artificial vegetative propagation. Okay.
Oh.
See in that first one, what is given? Artificial vegetative propagation. The property of vegetative propagation in a plant is used in a method such as cutting, layering, grafting for the agriculture in the field to take a proper yield from the crops. isn't it?
Mhm.
So that
Yeah.
is a horticulture or agriculture. Now, cutting. A cutting of stem, root, or leaf can be used for vegetative propagation. A cutting gives off roots when placed partly under moist soil and then develop into the new plant. Many horticulture plants, such as the grape, then the palza, sugarcane, and rose, are propagated commercially by means of cutting. This you might have, I don't know whether you have a habit of gardening. Do you have?
I used to like we used to plant plants, but then because of the heat here, we're not able to actually plant.
Okay, fine. But then, are you aware of the rose plant?
Yeah.
So what we do, we just cut its stem, take a stem, and you what we can say?
The bottom part of the stem, like the one which doesn't have the flower on it. He placed it in
No,
the
no,
soil and let it grow again.
you place it in a moist soil, correct?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Then you
Yeah.
provide a nutrition for it. You place it in a
Yeah.
moist soil, you water it, you provide the nutrition, and after a few days, you will like see what happened. It start growing, isn't
It'll
it?
start growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From one long stem, you can make number of plants, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a part of vegetative propagation, which is used in the agriculture or horticulture use. Okay,
Yes,
fine.
ma'am.
Even the sugarcane, one long sugarcane is cut into the pieces. Okay, and it will be sown into moist soil.
And then plants will grow from it.
Yes. So sugarcane is very well known example. Yield
Yeah.
of plant has been like takes place in that manner only in worldwide.
Ma'am, what is falsa?
Falsa, it's a kind of fruit, I guess.
Okay, ma'am.
Fruit, yeah. I'm not aware of this fruit. It's a kind of fruit. Like grape. Grape is the grape gardening. I know about it. In that also, we just take a like piece of that stem or that particular what we can say vocabulary, and then
Yeah, I got it.
okay, it happens like just like a sugar cane.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. It's very common and very easy example. Next is what? See,
Layering.
layering. What happened in this? In a layering, a part of stem of a plant is buried in the soil while it is still attached and supported by the parent plant.
Mm-hmm.
Soon the layered stem grows roots and the layer develop into a new plant. Many plants like raspberry, strawberry, etc. produce natural layers which can be separated from the parent plant and grown into the new plant.
Oh,
Understanding. First of all, what they do in a layering, a part of stem of the plant is buried in the soil. Means this is
hmm.
the main plant, okay, and plant of this part has been sown into the soil. Here you are able to see,
Yeah.
and then later develop this like sowed plant is develop a new plant here.
Hmm.
Yeah. Once it's been grown, what happens? We remove it from the parent and it start growing separately. This is called
Oh,
as a layer. This is called as what? Layering. Means the
layering.
thought of the layering and the actual layering process is completely different.
Yes, ma'am.
But it's not a word, you don't have to go with a word. Layering means what? Just piled up one over other.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
not,
why I was wondering. I've not heard of this type.
it's not like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear?
Mm-hmm.
So what they said, etc. produce natural layers which can be separated from the parent plant and grown into the new plant. So naturally this layering is happen in raspberry, strawberry by itself. That is not manually done. Naturally it happens.
Yes,
Understanding?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes manually also can be done to take a proper yield. Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay. And the next one, grafting. So this is well-known technique of the artificial
Yeah.
vegetative propagation. as I told you, mixing of the two different stems.
Yeah, like sometimes like if you want a rose plant of a different color, you
Yeah,
take
a very clear example I'll give you. You might be like habitual to have a mangoes in a mango season,
yeah,
isn't it? So this like mangoes, it takes naturally almost 10 to 12 years to grow the
yeah,
plant mangoes. But then nowadays, due to this grafting and the cultivation processes, what happened? Within 2 to 3 years, your mango tree can give you mangoes.
yeah.
Isn't
It's
it?
the
Earlier,
even the
it used
taste is quite different from the actual mangoes.
obviously it will taste differently, but then sometime it will taste good as well than that of the natural mangoes
Yeah,
because they mix up the characteristics.
yes,
Understand?
ma'am.
Yeah. So, like that you will understand about the dominant and recessive character of the plants, how to overcome on it, and how the genes has been crossed. That crossing and all you will be learned in the chapter. I guess in the genetics
Yeah,
grade.
they're like dominant recessive ones and all
Yes,
that, right?
dominant and recessive genes you might have learned about, right? Is that
Yeah,
chapter you want to learn from us?
yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Then that won't be a problem. You'll understand it clearly. Fine. See here about the grafting, what is given. A grafting is a very young scion or the part of desired plant variety with superior system. The same I told you,
Yeah.
dominant character. Superior system means dominant character. Sometimes
But
different
then
varieties.
how do they exactly know that which plant has dominant genes and which one has recessive?
Depends. You have to choose. You have to choose. Okay.
Okay.
But dominant and recessive, like suppose I am like dark in a color than that of my mother. My father was
Hmm.
dark and I am like a mixture of both, but then I have a dominant character from my father because I am little dark as compared to my mother. So my mother's genes are recessive, but then my father's genes are dominant.
Dominant.
Understanding. Observing these things, one can understand which one is a dominant and which one is a recessive.
Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
For that, one should analyze the parent and offspring.
Okay.
Clear?
Huh.
Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So what about the grafting? See, by grafting a very young scion, the part of desired plant variety with superior characters can be made to flowers. Flower. Okay, when it grafted on a mature stalk.
And what is
Okay.
a stalk?
So what is the mature stalk? Mature stalk is a plant with a strong root system.
Okay.
Means one should be the essential characteristics or superior characteristics which you're
Hmm.
expected to be having to that particular flower, right? And another would be a mature stock which must having a strong root system.
Okay.
And so the one which have a strong root system, it will absorb the proper nutrients.
Yeah.
And another one with whom you have grafted it, it will give you the proper characteristics flower, whatever you expect.
Okay, ma'am.
Understanding. And mixture of these two, you will give a proper characteristics in the flower. See what is given here. Sometimes different varieties can be grafted on the same stalk. Means on one plant, there would be the different color flowers.
Oh, you can do
Yeah,
that?
it can be done. For
Oh,
example, on citrus root stalk, varieties like a sweet orange, lemon, lime, and grapefruit can be grafted. Means on one plant,
yeah. Oh my
sweet
God.
orange, lemon, lime, and grapefruit can be grafted.
Oh,
Understanding? One
yeah.
plant gives rise to these four fruits.
My
Grafting
God.
is done in a mango, as we discussed, then the apple, pear, citrus, guava, and rubber plant.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is one of the useful method, and the farmers can take a lot of
Advantage.
profit and advantage by this method.
Yeah.
Understood?
Yes.
So if you have a mindset to do like farming in future,
Botany.
no, farming, I said farming. Botany you have to take as a subject.
Oh,
You can be a botanist, but then you can't be a farmer,
yeah.
right? So you have a mindset to do farming in future. It's a lot of scope subject. I don't know whether agriculture have a lot of scope, but then the person should understand it properly.
Agriculture having scope economically, yes, but then like you have to do farming, right?
A lot of hard work is there. That
Yeah.
that I accept. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
But then because of that, what happened? Many people like those are really actually good enough in that they like turn towards the jobs and business and nobody's interested in doing like in farming.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
then if
people
not
usually
where it
look
is,
at, yeah, people
if
look down
farmers
on farming, even though it's one of the most primary things we need. Like, we can't live without it.
obviously without crops we won't get grains, and
And
without grains
without,
at all. So
exactly.
that's then everyone has to do their own gardening.
Yeah, that's not possible because we don't know anything.
And that's what. And as farm number of farmers are reduced, what happened ultimately? The rate of grains are increased,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So one should think about it. See, in chemistry and the biology, I'm teaching you economics as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine, let it be. It's my own thought. Nobody told me. But then I feel like one should like focus on farming as well.
Farming is a subject, but then people, when they hear you trying, like, I want to do farming, they look down on you. Like, what do you mean you want to do farming?
One should not actually. Nobody should look down. Without farming, nobody's there.
Yeah.
Nobody can live at all.
Yes, ma'am. I agree.
Process of is
Mm.
because of the sexual reproduction that we will see later. First of all, you note down the things which I've explained today.
Okay. Ma'am, I did not hear anything what you just said. Your voice broke.
But network was weak. I got a message about it. So what I asked you to write down the thing, whatever I have explained today, take a snap of it.
Ma'am, I can't hear you. All I heard was write down everything.
Okay, that you do, that you follow. I'll see what to
Okay.
do. Not a, and one if I have to scroll up, let me know. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
From right? Even you should know diagram.
Hello? Ma'am, you're muted.
Yeah, I know. Just a minute. I don't know. Network is weak, so it happens.
Ma'am, do I draw the diagrams?
Yes, you have to, but then if you feel like that it won't be finished within time, then take a snap of it and draw as per your convenience.
Yeah, ma'am. I think I'll do that. Can you scroll down?
Yes, Beta, you want to say something?
Ma'am, nothing. Just a pop-up. Ma'am, could you scroll down?
Enough or take, shall I take it more?
A little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah. Ma'am, could you scroll down? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, could you scroll down?
Listen,
Yes,
see this
ma'am.
grafting you're writing or you're done with this?
Done, just the diagram.
Yeah, so take a snap of it and draw it as per your convenience, as I told you.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, fine. So today we have completed with the vegetative propagation. And I just have to explain you about how the birds give rise to a new plant.
Yeah.
How birds are generated on potatoes.
Yes.
That was the question, sorry. So that
Yes.
I'll give you that answer I'll give you by tomorrow. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
fine. Anything else?
No.
Fine. Okay. And at the
Thank you,
same
ma'am.
time, I have to share you the classification chart.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So post,
Yes.
take a snap of it, whatever you have written, and post it in a group so I can go through it whether you have written or not.
Okay.
Fine. So cross checking.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.